DevilNeverCry.
What is up, everybody? It is me, DevilNeverCry, and we are back with another video, this time covering the recently announced Capcom showcase. Recently, Capcom came out absolutely swinging at Sony's State of Play, where they unveiled Resident Evil 4 Remake and gave us an in-depth look at Street Fighter 6, but it seems like the content doesn't stop there. Capcom are planning to host their own showcase on June the 13th, where they'll give us 35 minutes of news and in-depth updates on previously announced titles. Straight out of the gate with this announcement, they are setting expectations, which I think most of you will agree is the smart thing to do, though there will still be some people out there who will be thoroughly disappointed that there hasn't been some crazy surprise reveal, but I imagine those are few and far between. At least I hope so. On the topic of these announced titles, what exactly can we expect? Well, thinking about things logically, looking at a few articles and a few potential rumors, we can make an educated guess as to what's going to show up. The first update I expect we'll see is an update on the upgrades for Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, and Resident Evil 7. If you remember earlier this year, these titles were stated to receive a free next-gen upgrade, and considering that these titles have already been uploaded to the PlayStation Network servers, I imagine these titles will likely be shadow dropped during the showcase itself. There is also the potential for a gameplay reveal for RE4 Remake. Of course, RE4 Remake has literally just been revealed, and showing gameplay at an event 2 weeks later wouldn't necessarily make all too much sense, but we are less than a year out until release, so I'd imagine that Capcom don't want to keep their cards too close to their chest, otherwise they might be leaving things a little late. This may also be supported by the official Japanese Twitter account for Resident Evil, aka Biohazard, stating that the trailer that we initially got for the remake is the first part of a trailer that we got in advance, implying perhaps that there is an extended trailer which may or may not include gameplay. Or, as has happened in the past, perhaps it's a dodgy Google translation which fans have gone and run away with. But moving away from that entirely, there is also the chance that the pesky Resident Evil Village DLC will make an appearance. After all, it was announced quite some time ago last year, and we've heard very little since its announcement. Some have guessed that it's been scrapped entirely, and the VR project has essentially overtaken its place as DLC, but I'm betting that it may make an appearance at this showcase. And last, but certainly not least, Dragon's Dogma 2, and why it may or may not be a thing at this showcase. Now, what's fueling these current rumors is the fact that Hideaki Itsuno himself, the director of DevilNeverCry and of course Dragon's Dogma, has gone on to retweet Capcom's showcase announcement over on Twitter. Now, some have taken this to mean that the update for a sequel will be shown here. Of course, Capcom have said that they're only showing updates on things that are revealed, but between the 13th and today, you still have Summer Games Fest, where Dragon's Dogma 2 may potentially be announced. Or on the other side of the coin, you could simply have a director retweeting and showing support for an event that the company he works for just announced. And whilst I would love for Dragon's Dogma 2 to be announced right now, Capcom have literally just announced RE4 Remake, RE Village VR, and Street Fighter 6. So I'd imagine perhaps they don't want to bombard us with another Megaton announcement, and perhaps want to save it for a period of time that isn't as busy. But I guess we'll just have to wait until the 13th to see if any of our guesses were true. And that about wraps it up for this video. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on the Capcom showcase, and whether you're hyped at all, or whether or not you think there's something else that I've missed that could potentially be seen at this showcase. If you enjoyed today's video, do be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, as all the support helps the channel out. With all that said and done, it has been me, DevilNeverCry. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next video.